Welcome to the Handyman Pros Radio Show. Home improvement and maintenance tips from the pros.
Welcome to the Handyman Pros Radio Show Action Edition, where we feature an actionable tip that you can use today. And I'm here with my old buddy Larry. Larry, what's been going on?
John, this week our tip came to me because I was actually working with some kind of nasty stuff. I was working with some roof tar. I got it on my hands, right? And
you know, that stuff, I'll tell you right now, it's like it's alive.
Yes, and it tends to migrate.
Once you open it up, and it's like, you know, any of you folks out there have blacktop driveways, it's the same kind of stuff, you know, it's the same characteristic. As soon as you open that can, it crawls up the stick and it's all over you in no time.
Yeah, and then it's all over every freaking thing you touch, by the way.
Everything you touch, it's like, where did this come from? You know, before you know it,
it's everywhere. So with that, I had run out of my favorite solvent, which is mineral spirits, right? I usually have some mineral spirits on the truck because I use it for things just like this, for cleaning off the nasty roof tar that I do on occasion, right? But John, what happened? I ran out of mineral spirits. What did I use? You called me, and I asked you.
Right, you know, WD40, baby. You can use WD-40 for a whole variety of things, but in this case, man, I used to get that tar on if you get that stuff on your arms, especially underneath, it's all over you. I spray a little of that WD-40 on there, and it comes right off.
That's what I did. I put a little WD-40, and it did. It came right off. So here at the Handyman Pros Radio Show, where we're all about saving you time, money, and aggravation, we do talk a lot about multiple-use items, right? And WD-40 has got to be one of the biggest multiple-use items on my truck, just as a general rule, right? Because what does it do, John? Just start down the list.
Oh my! It's endless, right? It's endless. You can go on the internet and just get a list of things that you can use this stuff for. But you know, of course, it's a lubricant. It's like a solvent. It displaces water.
Blah blah blah.
It's a cleaner.
It's like we're using it as, in this case,
it goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
And I always carry a big can of it with me, and in my truck, but I also carry one of those little tiny spray bottles of it, little cans of it, in my tool bag, because it's just, I'm always using it either to, especially with my drywall tools, so they don't rust. I always clean them off, and then I just mist it with WD-40, and I put the stuff away, and it doesn't rust.
Doesn't rust. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
It's a great thing to have. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things. And I think, you know, at some point we'll probably go back and talk about, you know, what we do, what we carry in our tool bags and why. But WD-40 has made it its way into one of the outside pockets. Yeah, you know, along with rags and garbage bags.
Yep.
So you know, if wherever I go, I got that stuff with me. So it's a great stuff. It always has been. But you know, to remove that nasty tar, which
think of it as a solvent. Think of it as a solvent.
It just takes that stuff right off. And, you know, I'm sitting there, you know, and I get that stuff on and I try to rub it off with a rag, and you're rubbing all the hairs on your arms off and it's peeling all the hair. It's like, oh my God, it's a nightmare, you know. But, you know, so if you don't have mineral spirits, which I don't carry with me, WD-40 works great.
Works great. Well, folks, don't forget to join our Facebook group and join in the conversation. That's at Handyman Pros. You can send us an email as well, questions at handymanprosradioshow.com. Hey, do us a favor, would you please tell your friends and neighbors about the show? We would just love to get our listenership up, and we found that that's one of the best ways, is just the old adage of word of mouth. You know, these two nutballs get out there and talk about all things home improvement related, basically maintenance, and trying to save time, money, and aggravation. With that, folks, we appreciate you listening. We will see you next week on the Handyman Pros Radio Show.